Again, my name is John Merrigan. I'm the Register of the Probate and Family Court here in Franklin County. I am also the founder of the Opioid Task Force and one of the co-chairs. I co-chair with the District Attorney David Sullivan and Sheriff Chris Donovan. And we were founded about 4 years ago in this area because of what we were seeing in the courts and in the community. But especially in the courts, in my court, in the probate and family court, we had grandparents coming in for custody of their grandchildren at an alarming rate. The numbers were increasing every week, it felt like every month, and we felt there was a time that we needed to move, and we needed to do something about what this county was seeing. Because 5 years ago, we were not seeing the impacts of strong opioids, of heroin. We knew that there might have been Percocets around, pills around, but we weren't aware of how deep and how concentrated the problem was in this county. And the sheriff was seeing it, the district attorney was seeing it, and the courts are certainly seeing it in the family court, but also the criminal court, district court. And as a result, the task force came together, built partnerships throughout Franklin County for the past 4 years. That's what we have been doing, and we have been very successful in creating those partnerships. This past summer, we were fortunate enough to host a forum in all parts of the county. We did a forum in Athol, we did a forum in Deerfield, we did one in Shelburne, and the Shelburne one was an opportunity for us to see firsthand what happens and what some of the youth are exposed to in terms of the Hilltown youth performance programming. It was impressive to see that and to know that there are ways to address this problem in a way that is creative and that is unique. Non-intimidating, and it was impressive to see young people come before us and talk about what they were experiencing a year before, anxiety and depression as a driver, to be using drugs that take their mind away from that dark place. And it was a good lesson for us to see this firsthand. It was heartwarming to see it, that these young people were in an environment with the program that was not intimidating, that felt natural for them. They made friends in it, and it was clear that it was an effective program. And that really stuck in our minds because it helped us to understand better as a task force that we really need to drill down on some of our youth and some of our schools, elementary schools even, with programming that can help us identify those that might be at risk in the future. And it might be that person that has that anxiety or depression or even acts out in school, and that teachers, educators, and guidance counselors can benefit from learning how to identify that at-risk person, that at-risk child. And I think of all of our forums this summer, that was very eye-opening for us as a task force, because we were able to see how young people were when they discussed that they were 12, 13, 14 years old. And much like the courts, when we have people in the criminal court and the judges drill down on some of these young people because they are somewhat at the mercy of the court, the judge finds out that they were 13 or 14 when they were first exposed to dangerous drugs and pills, and I think anything we can do in terms of supporting programs like the youth recovery theater programming workshops that are performed during the summer, especially, we're very interested in supporting that. And the task force has offered some funding in the past, and we're looking forward to funding some programming again in the future, and hoping to use that again as a model, because everything is off the table in the court system in terms of how we address this crisis. And to be able to see unique programs like the Recovery Theater program is also unique, because this is a different time, this is a different problem. This isn't what we have normally seen in the court system traditionally in the past. So